Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Missouri Tigers. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So the Missouri Tigers offense will have first crack at this one. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Back to pass on second down. That's caught. It's Williams. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Lisa. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play. It's easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. He missed it. After the miss, no change in the score. The Buckeyes offense will get the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
Turning it on! Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Gonna run it. It's Peoples. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and 1, and now you're set up.
Sprinting away! He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football team.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Roberts. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's second and long.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field, making the nice tackle.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40. And the Buckeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires downfield. Finds his man. It's Porter. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He'll pull it down. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Handoff from the gun. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Shakes off the defender. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Running to the left. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. The running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Rolling on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They go to the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot.
There he goes. Got enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And early on, this guy has flipped on the machine switch. Nobody did that better for the Buckeyes than J.K. Dobbins back in 19. Averaged over 6 yards a carry.
Yeah, and it's really nice to be at Ohio State University where you can hand the ball to tailback every year that can get you 1st downs like this. 1st down, 1st down, 1st down. You hand him the ball, and you know good things are going to happen.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Hines is tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Peoples. Breaks the tackle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's going to run it. He was able to squirt free and pick up just... on that one.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Buckeyes will try to pick it up on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Quick completion on the out. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So Missouri will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the returner will be knocked down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on 1st down. He spins that thing down the middle. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Ohio State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, but they're able to score some points, so you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Terry. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Touchdown, Missouri! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Looking for space, it's Peoples.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He's going to take off. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's the handoff. He breaks a tackle. He had all kinds of company. As he got it, he had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended over far.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the... He lost one down the sideline. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
But you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Going to swing it on second down. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Off the play fake. Lofts one high and deep. Hits him in stride at the tap. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it and making the big touchdown pass.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get one.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season.
Looking for more room. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. On the run, it's Peoples. Running to Green. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Buckeyes are on the move. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. To the air, it's St. Clair. Now he's going to break the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Second down, he'll throw it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Porter. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Softened them up with a run, now to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the pummeling has started. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza.
29 Philly.
Leaves it with the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Here comes the option. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a 4th down, and this might be a passing situation.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got the tight end. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The Tigers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides to the back. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it.
And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Flying out to the left. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense. A big play and putting it in the end zone.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. At the 35, he's loose. Breaks into the open. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They'll run it to the right, fighting off the defender. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Missouri wants to go fast.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down. And
he lobs one high down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Made. And took it on in for the score. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Going back to the well. Another deep ball. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it. They should be able to kneel this one out.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. And they're not on the same page there.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Catch in the middle, it's Crump. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Now the play fake. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll go to the ground. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. They didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you